Welcome guys, welcome to my channel again. And today we have a special session for everybody that currently are in a call from our bootcamp and VIP students. Or if you're watching the recording, I'm going to explain my most recent and actually my first trade of 2020, why I took it, how I knew it's gonna happen, and everything about it. And it's good because it's about traps. It's about what we always talk in our channel, or what the money do book. And this is literally the setup that I love, and that's my own setup. So for students that are right now in a call, I know we talk about this specific trade before, but we didn't talk about M's and W's really in depth, which is my purpose for this video. And the reason I'm going to post it on YouTube because we talked about this topic before, and it's always good to give more value. So let's get into it. We talk about how trends are being created and how support and resistance, as formally retail trader know, and the way that 90% using it, it's usually being manipulated and everything is against what you always know. So in this example is AUD USD, and you can see this overall trend. Let me change the time frame. I actually put it in this mode. All right. So if you go to higher time frame, you can see a clear trend where there was 3 touch to the downside, a couple of touch on the upside, and it was in a third touch of the trend line. And a lot of people really take this as a consideration, that take this into consideration that a trend line getting tapped for the third time. And usually retail trader don't go for one, not only because of a trend line, but also they'll go and look for support and resistance, whether in micro and macro. All right. So this is a clear example. I'm sure I just extended it. At the time, I only took it because of this area here, but we always talk about it and say that doesn't matter if you can see it now that is being respected more than 3 times. If you go back to the history, you will see that area. I'm right now in a weekly time frame, and you can see how this area was really an important area for retail trader. You see, I'm going in a monthly time frame. So this zone was retested in 2004, broken in 2008. We got a little retest in 1994. I was like 4 years old, and this zone was created. And now we are in 2019. It's done. So this was a zone that, the grandparents of this retail trader took a trade from it. Now they really think it's going to be still valid just because in 1994 it was valid, and one more time in 2004 and one more time in 2009. That doesn't mean anything. All right. So you see how all of this comes together. Now trend line is there. This crazy valid zone is right there. And after the third touch, prices start respecting it. Basically, accumulates below this zone and trend line for 3 days and 2 hours before they actually break completely and close above this zone. And then just push it all the way back to here. No pullback or anything. Why do you think there was no pullback, no induction on this one, and price just goes up, consolidate a little bit and up? Why? Anybody can tell me in the chat? We literally say, I literally say this yesterday. Why price basically not gonna pull back? It's liquidity, guys. It's not blowing accounts, and this is not induction. That's actually my question. Why there is no induction? Why there is no pullback? Why there is nothing like we always talk about? It's because of liquidity, guys. Having a trend line that being worked in daily time frame, weekly time frame, and then a zone of support resistance that can go all the way back to 1990 something. So that will generate lots of liquidity. People who sold here have their stop losses where at the nearest or latest basically support or resistance area, which gonna be here, this area. If I want to drop one of these, that's gonna be the first, and just area, and this is gonna be the second. And notice price literally pushed right there to grab all the liquidities. And then the moment liquidity is grabbed, then what happened? Then this trend line is broken and retested, and all these zones now are acting as a support, right? So this is the reason basically I predicted a sell up from Monday. When Monday's high was created, okay, when Monday high was created and consolidation was below the high, I knew the breakout gonna be to the upside. And now which retail trader see the market like this uptrend, this massive trend line and support resistance is broken, so they kind of know that market is gonna be upside now, consolidation below one of the line, break and retest. Now all they need is a little more momentum for retail trader to get in the market, for expert advisors to be triggered by a buy position because of the indicators and all the stuff that we program them. A little more momentum for signal providers to believe this is gonna go up and send it to their groups and subscribers that buy AUD USD right now. Account managements, people who trade others people money, going to see this as a buy, going to see this. Notice I'm in a 1 hour time frame. So those who really love price action, and sometimes they tell me that moving average are bullshit and just go by price action, support, resistance, and shit like that. This is an engulfing candle in an uptrend after a resistance being broken, and it's retesting the support. Which price action education told you to sell this? Who told you to sell this ever in the retail trader world? Nobody. Only Forexia and only GPG. We know this is just a trap for people, especially in Tuesday and especially in December 31st. You got people got bills for end of the year. They need gifts and all that kind of stuff. So they're ready to see a buy confirmation from this beautiful trend so they can get the money and go and spend it in holiday. Well, good for you. That momentum showed up after this, support resistance around here, especially after, look at the price, 0.70. Let me make it round for you. So that would be that perfect pending order, which I didn't use. I'll show you my exact entry. I can actually, later on the edit, I can actually show the trade that I actually took it, so there won't be any confusion. So after this trend line, and support resistance acting sketchy in my idea, when this happens, I'm like, oh wait, now retail trader buying. Now what I want is a sign from price action, or which is a price action or a pattern, which I just draw here, which is a consolidation, not breaking the zone, and then break the zone, retest, push up, and then just come right back down. And boom, Session changeover, you all know how session changeover opens the spread and goes crazy. That's the end of the day. Markets like go close for a second and then spreads go crazy for like 1 hour or two. And that is when lots of stop losses was already triggered for day traders. All right. And also by the push to the upside, they use that open the spread to stop hunt people who find that sell. They knew that sell is coming, or actually their buy wasn't activated by this time here, because the spread can be up around here. You never know. The exact candlestick that made me believe my analysis is 100% right and it's going to happen was this candle right here. After this candle closed, then I saw an engulfing candlestick right here, and this wasn't my entry confirmation, guys. I'm just gonna repeat, this wasn't my entry confirmation. It was my basically it confirmed my analysis when I knew it's gonna go up and then break down. So this was telling me that yep, you're right, it's gonna happen. But due to the time, and I knew that there is like 3 to 4 hours for market to be in a session changeover, so I just patiently wait for price to shift out of the retail trader zone where they can't believe that shift actually happened. So when this happened to retail trader, their zone is broken here and stuff. Guess what they do? Well, I've been told that I have to do, and I paid $1,000 for that course. That they said if you saw price action, the new price action can be related to a new, or maybe you were wrong, something like this. So they basically say update this as you go front, as you continue. So basically this was like not broken anymore, and then induced more, and then come back down, touch the trend line, stay above here, and now you can literally do exactly same stupid thing and be like, oh, this is the right one. I was wrong. What is wrong with me? Why can't I draw support resistance right? You're not drawing it wrong. You just have a wrong understanding about how to use these zones to identify next moves. So where was my entry? Well, you all know I have DMA, and we never talked about it, about how to trade. Well, we never talk about DMA here. And if you want to know about it, you can message me. All the links will be in description. My entry was basically right here, or actually I think it was right here. Well, one of these. Let's go in 30 minutes. I can get a better idea. All right, that was my exact entry right here, and my stop loss was right above this candle, 13.6. I think I put it on 14 pip. I went to sleep. I saw that price is not, well, I went in a profit right away for like 10 pips. So if you're a scalper, that was like literally it. But I wasn't planning to scalp, so I just kept the trade running. So notice this right here wasn't on my trading time. The candle confirmation right here was out of my trading time. So it wasn't no for me, although I knew it's gonna happen. My entry was after I saw that shift happen from retail trader, now trap of the trend line. This is important. Now this trend line is touched. Every opportunity that market maker induce retail trader is an opportunity for me to enter for my position. I'm going to sell this. Now, when price hit the trend line and this support and then induce people, DMA will hold the price basically and give me a confirmation that this is it. But I know that price will not go without any stop hunt. it came down, so there's more people need to be stop hunted. And this zone also, you see how it was playing around here, so more trap. I just saw the price right here, waited for the engulfing candle in here. Once the engulfing candle closed, I entered, hold the price, hold the trade, and I closed my trade in around 55 pip around here. I think when I woke up, I saw that I'm in a good profit. I know it's gonna keep going down, at least to trap more people in this area. But I just closed it here. I entered here, and just before candle close in session changeover, I tried to close it, but I couldn't due to my broker being like, well, they usually deactive your ability to open and close the trade 1 hour before market close, apparently, and I didn't know. So I have this trade right now running from here currently in like, well, this actually didn't happen when market closed. I was like in 10 pip profit. So we'll see what happened. I strongly don't advise to hold your trade on weekends. It's not worth it, but it happens. So just, you know, can't do anything about it. But I already got 55 pips. So even though if they won in a thousands, if they come back up and stop me out or stop me out on, even with the slippage, I don't care. So these M's and W, guys, you need to wait for them in that specific area. You could see this as an M, multi-session of it. You could see this as M when it comes here and push back down. You see this weak induce you to sell, but I am not looking for M's and W's if it's not in line with trap. Okay, so this is what I wanted to have a touch on it. Let's go find some more. That's something just came to my eyes right here. This is an example of uptrend. Okay, and then this support resistance zone area, whatever would be here. And notice how trend was respected, 1, 2, and then push up, break this zone, retest these areas, draw whatever Fibonacci or whatever indicator you want, add it on the market. It's going to give you buy, even though you can see the first 2 DMA is giving you buy. However, we do have the third and in higher time frame, the fourth one that gonna help us catch this type of traps where that M or W, which is this one actually in particular, is a signature trade. It's literally just retesting this average, and we are gonna sell it right here, or after around here. Another example, let's just find small little traps where you could find M's and W's that are acting as a break and retest. Okay, it's acting as a break and retest for retail trader. They can see this as a double bottom or double top. I do not take that. I take when it's break and retest for retail trader. Okay, they find their zone, they find their trend line, 3 touch of a trend line. Support is now acting as a resistance. Now I'm looking for any type of W like this or like this below this zone. So what is going to happen is that first leg, that pullback is a retest for retail trader. Second leg is inducement, so they throw wicks and all this stuff and then come back up. All right, same thing here. Consolidation, daily structure. We have a couple of sessions about this on our channel. You can go ahead and watch all of this about daily structure, a perfect pattern, works like magic. You can see right here. Um, your entry could be second leg of W, or it could be after they came above moving averages and then retest it. And that's going to give you 100 pip in 3 days, which is pretty awesome. This AUD USD has ADR of 40 pip, means in average in a day would be 40 pip. I would buy this. I'll have a chat in the chat. You asked, would you buy that? Because breakout traders trade with it. Yeah, I don't really think breakout traders going to trade with it, as they're going to update their trend line to this, and then they're just gonna keep selling. And I trust DMA right here, where the exact candles, that is a confirmation. You see that engulfing candle confirming for them to sell a buy. And even if you wasn't sure, and if you thought this is a little dangerous to enter, simply just wait for the next day. You might miss a couple of like 10-15 pip, but it's okay. The second W is also daily structure to buy right. Yes, both of them are great to buy. However, these two are together a signature trade, or I should say multi-session W. Okay, it's a multi-session W. This area is the second leg, and this area is that first leg. Okay, it's all of these patterns come together in this particular example. So we're gonna have more. Let's find some more. Like, it happens so much that you can literally just scroll the charts, and you don't need to go analyze the market like mad to find those support, resistance, find traps. It's right in front of your face. You don't have to go and look for support, resistance in the time that your grandfather used to live. Okay, you can literally look for the one that is like 1 week old, 2 day old, daily structure. Again, support, consolidation above this support, breakout. So now breakout traders are selling. Okay, account managements are selling, robots are selling. Some traders are not selling. They want to see a pullback. So here's a pullback. Here's another. Oh, I need momentum. Here's your momentum. Okay, I'm convinced. Now you closed below this. I'm convinced it's a sell. Boom. Above DMAs, and continue pushing up. When you find that right trap, that's when you start generating golden pips. Okay, when you find that perfect trap, when you wait, you don't have to enter here. You can enter right here and take like what, 75. I rather wait and watch this happens, and watch all of this consolidation, so I can be certain about my entry with 10 to 15 pips stop loss, and sometimes even less. Like, this is literally, I go with like 8 pip stop loss, and I would risk 3 to 5% in 2 positions. So 10% with 8 pip, even if you have a small account, it will be a great profit after 75 pip. Okay, it's almost 1 to 9. Now let's find another one. The exact trend just before this trap. As I'm saying all the time in my webinars for students, trap after trap after trap. If there is no trap, there is no movement. Okay, understand this. If they don't trap you, they cannot move the market. They need your liquidity. They need some dumb money to be added to the market. Okay, and notice another, that's getting more beautiful. That's good. we're just going back and back test, right? We're literally going back together and back test this. And you see how previous data or history is going to reveal itself and traps to you. How this uptrend formed from this week up, first touch, second touch, and then trap in here, trap buyers, came back down. Now again, start trapping buyers. Let's extend this zone. Ooh, yes, baby. Look at that. Okay. And now let's draw some Fibonacci too. People love that. Oh, that's not Fibonacci. Where did you go? Okay, let's draw some Fibonacci too. High to low. What is this level? 38.9. 61, the golden level, which is 61.8. It's broken, retested. 50, broken, retested. So they're selling it right from here with the take profit to here. Or, you know, like these areas, all this kind of stuff. One more added confirmation. Who can tell me? We don't have much time. Who can tell me what is the next confirmation for me that price is going up right here? Come on, guys, wake up. Who can tell me other than this trend and this zone and that Fibonacci, what else is confirmation for me that price is going up? Not the shift, not the W, seller induced. Yes, seller induced, but how? How seller were induced here again, other than this downtrend? Yes, trend line trap. Trend line trap. Look at that. First touch. And then we got second touch. And then we got third touch. Trend becomes valid. And then what happened? Boom, break, and then retest. What retail trader do when an uptrend breaks and retest the trend line and the latest support, well, resistance zone? What they do? Uptrend, break and retest, respecting the trend line and resistance. Yes, they sell. Thank you. You've been there, I've been there. I paid $1,000 to learn this. Okay? That waits for a trend line to be break and retest, find that perfect freaking support, find that, you know, draw that Fibonacci, wait for the 61.8 or 50 to be broken, retested, and then sell. Whew, okay. Yeah, great sell. Very good sell, you know. So this is not magic, guys. This is just, you know, you cannot do what majority do and make money. You have to do different. And my point of view, my way of going against retail trader is this. If you have a system that works for you and it's like retail trader way, great, good for you. But to me, this is the way to go. All right. The shift will tell me trap is over, but I was asking how could I know that this shift is coming before it coming? When price is here, when price is in area that I have it for red, let me change the color to like blue. In the area that was blue, I want to know what's happening next. So when prices is here, I'm like, oh, I'm buying this. Whether now, in like a couple hours later, right when New York session opens, this is a intraday signature trade. And it's a perfect setup. It's a midweek reversal. I'm not, you know, making it up. We talk about this in sessions, in VIP, in bootcamp, in YouTube, in Forexia channel, academy. It's all there. We're not hiding anything. Okay. Like I'm giving you the right knowledge for free right now. And if you cannot work hard and backtest to learn it, then I don't know what to say. Like this is some type of entry that you can catch after that engulfing candle with lowest drawdown and tightest freaking stop loss, 10 pip. And I said, don't hold your trade for weekend. I'll stay on by my word. And 125 pip, 1 to 12 risk to reward. I would not snipe it. I have a question. Would you snipe here or wait on here? My trading plan tells me to enter here with the same tight stop loss and same less drawdown, but it's more safe entry for me. You know, that's Master Dylan that can take a trade right here and go back to sleep, wake up in here. I rather know this happens and then see it happening and enter and participate in the rest. No problem. All right, that's it for this session, guys. I hope it helped you learn something new. Please go ahead and backtest this. Let me know if you have any question, and also join our community. Hit the like, subscribe to our channel, do whatever you like. Just support us. Support us and Forexia. We promise you to give you nothing but value, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next session. Peace.